What if I told you that changing one single habit could increase your productivity by 340%, boost your mental clarity, and give you back control of your life? Well, that's exactly what happened when I joined the 5 Morning Club for 30 days straight. I'm about to share the truth about waking up at 5, the science behind why it works, and the 3 massive mistakes that make most people fail at this challenge within the first week. So here's what happened. Day 1, my alarm goes off at 5. I feel like I've been hit by a truck. My brain is foggy, my body feels heavy, and I'm questioning every life choice that led me to this moment. But here's the thing. I knew this was coming because neuroscience tells us exactly why those first few days are hell. Your brain operates on something called a circadian rhythm. It's basically your internal clock that controls when you feel awake and when you feel sleepy. When you suddenly shift your wake-up time by 2 or 3 hours, you're literally fighting against millions of years of evolution. Your cortisol levels are off, your melatonin production is confused, and your body thinks you've lost your mind. But here's where it gets interesting. By day 7, something started to shift. I noticed I was naturally waking up a few minutes before my alarm. My energy levels in the morning were actually improving. And this is backed by research from Harvard Medical School that shows it takes approximately 5 to 7 days for your circadian rhythm to begin adjusting to a new sleep schedule. Now let me tell you about the 3 massive mistakes that derailed my first attempt at this challenge 2 years ago. Mistake number 1, I went to bed at the same time. If you're waking up at 5, but still going to bed at midnight, you're setting yourself up for failure. You need 7 to 9 hours of sleep, which means if you're up at 5, you need to be asleep by 10 p.m. at the latest. Mistake number 2, I didn't have a compelling reason to get up. Rolling out of bed to scroll social media or check emails is not going to sustain you through the discomfort. You need what I call a magnetic morning activity, something that genuinely excites you and pulls you out of bed. Mistake number 3, I tried to change everything at once. I attempted to wake up early, start meditating, hit the gym, read for an hour, and journal every single morning. So what did I do differently this time? I followed what Robin Sharma calls the 20/20 formula, but with my own twist. 20 minutes of movement. This could be stretching, yoga, or a quick walk. The goal isn't to exhaust yourself. It's to get your blood flowing and signal to your body that it's time to be awake. 20 minutes of reflection. This is where I journaled, meditated, or simply sat in silence with my coffee. Stanford research shows that just 10 minutes of mindfulness practice can improve focus and reduce anxiety throughout the entire day. 20 minutes of growth. Reading, listening to podcasts, or learning something new. Your brain is most receptive to new information in the morning because your willpower and mental energy are at their peak. Now, here's what nobody tells you about the 5 May Club. Week 2 is actually harder than week 1. In week 1, you're running on motivation and excitement. But in week 2, the novelty wears off and you hit what researchers call the motivation valley. This is where 80% of people quit. I almost quit on day 12. I woke up feeling exhausted, grumpy, and convinced this whole experiment was pointless. But I had a rule: never make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. So I got up anyway, did my 20/20th routine, and by 7 a.m., I felt completely different. By week 3, something magical happened. I started having what I call creator hours, those precious 2 hours in the morning where I felt incredibly focused, creative, and productive. My energy levels throughout the day were more stable. I wasn't experiencing that afternoon crash anymore. But here's the real kicker. My evening routine completely transformed without me even trying. Because I was waking up early, I naturally started feeling tired earlier. I stopped mindlessly scrolling my phone at night because my body was craving sleep. It created this beautiful positive cycle. The science behind this is fascinating. When you wake up early and expose yourself to natural light, you're regulating your production of cortisol and melatonin. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, actually serves a positive function in the morning. It gives you energy and alertness. But when your sleep schedule is erratic, your cortisol production is thrown off, leaving you feeling tired and wired at the wrong times. Now, let's talk about the productivity gains, because this is where things get really interesting. During those first 2 morning hours, I accomplished more meaningful work than I used to get done in entire afternoons. Why? Because decision fatigue hadn't set in yet. Every decision you make throughout the day depletes your mental energy. By 3 p.m., you've already made hundreds of micro decisions: what to wear, what to eat, how to respond to emails, which task to tackle first. But at 5 in the morning, your decision-making ability is fresh and sharp. I tracked my productivity for the entire 30 days, and here's what I found. Tasks that used to take me 2 hours in the afternoon took me just 45 minutes in the morning. My writing became clearer, my problem-solving improved, and I felt like I had a superpower. But let's be honest about the downsides, because there definitely were some. My social life took a hit. When your friends want to hang out until midnight and you need to be in bed by 9:30, you become that person who leaves the party early. Some people thought I was being extreme or antisocial. Also, weekends became tricky. The temptation to sleep in on Saturday morning is real, but consistency is crucial for maintaining your circadian rhythm. I learned to compromise. I'd allow myself to sleep until 6 a.m. in weekends, but no later. Here's something unexpected that happened around day 20. I started naturally waking up without an alarm. My body had completely adapted to this new schedule. I felt more in tune with natural daylight cycles, more energetic throughout the day, and genuinely happier. The psychological benefits are just as significant as the physical ones. There's something incredibly empowering about conquering the morning. It sets a tone of discipline and control that carries through your entire day. You've already accomplished something challenging before most people have even opened their eyes. If you're thinking about trying this challenge, here's my honest advice. Start with 6 a.m. for one week and 5:30 a.m. for another week, then finally 5 a.m. Gradual adjustment is more sustainable than shocking your system. Prepare your environment for success. Lay out your clothes the night before. Have your coffee ready to go. Charge your phone away from your bed, so you have to get up to turn off the alarm. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Some mornings you'll feel amazing. Others you'll feel like you're moving through quicksand. Both are normal parts of the process. So after 30 days, am I still waking up at 5 a.m.? Absolutely. Not because I have to, but because I genuinely love how it makes me feel. Those quiet morning hours have become my favorite part of the day. The 5 a.m. Club is about becoming a morning person. It's about becoming the person who takes control of their time, energy, and ultimately their life. And if you're ready to reclaim your mornings and transform your days, maybe it's time to set that alarm a little earlier. What time do you currently wake up? And what's one thing you'd love to accomplish if you had an extra 2 hours in your morning? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe for more real-world experiments and science-backed productivity tips.